Welcome back for episode 9. The season is almost over. We only have one episode left. Our patron of the week is no other than Miss Nisha. Shout out to Nisha. She has supported Now Us Podcast since the very first episode. This chick loves some Merlin crabs. She's all about her family. And she's always been very supportive on our journey to the podcast. Thank you, Nisha, for being a patron. This week's question is from no other, my co-host, Mr. Green, Jolly Green. And his question is, why is it so easy to lend money, but so hard to get it back? Had to keep chasing our dreams. That's like something that burns my soul to a whole new level.
Yeah.
Give me my money back.
Well, to me, it always feels good to give. I always feel great giving. Mm-hmm. But when it's time to receive it back, I don't feel that same greatness to ask for it back. Because number one, I feel I shouldn't have to ask for it back. Mm-hmm. If we had an agreement established that you will borrow this money from me and you will pay it back in this time frame, well, once you exceed that time frame, to me, I shouldn't have to track you down or say, hey, bro, look, you owe me this. Or when am I going to get that? I should already had a message, a phone call, something indicating to me from you stating that, look, you can expect this at this time, at this period. Or this came up, but I'll have it to you at this time. You know, and then the thing about it is, you're going to put me in a position to make me feel like you could never ask me again, which don't feel good because I still want to look out for you. Mm-hmm. I still got it in my heart. If I love you, I still got it in my heart to not ever see you go through a hardship. Yeah. But you put me in a hard place when you don't pay me back because it's like, well, if I give them something else, this is going to be a repeated pattern. Yeah. And how stupid would that be of me if I put myself in that position again? You know what I mean? And I don't want to feel like that towards like somebody that I love. Yeah. But it got to be what it is. Let's flip the script here. Okay. Have you ever borrowed money from somebody and not paid it back?
Actually,
in total?
Nope. But I've never been big on borrowing. I made my shit work. I'm that girl that can't go out on Saturday. Oh, I only got $150. Y'all trying to go out. I got to make it to Friday. I need gas. I got to make sure my kids got back up.
Yeah, that's being responsible.
I'm that girl because I only can count my bag.
Prioritize.
I can't count nobody else's bag. So when my bag get low, I'm shutting down. Oh, we watching TV. Yeah. I'm going, the kids want to go to the movies? No, we're going to watch a movie on TV. I'm going to get some popcorn for $5. I'm going to get some popcorn from the Dollar Tree. And we about to sit in the house and watch a movie. That's our weekend until I get paid again.
I have borrowed money from people.
And why didn't you pay it back?
Didn't pay it back because I borrowed money with the intentions of, making more off of the money that I borrowed from a person. And it's like I borrow large lump sums. So let's say, for instance, I borrowed like $2,500 from somebody. I would try to make that $2,500 make like $4,000 so I can get them their $25 back, and I had $1,500 if I had no money. Yeah. You know what I mean? And sometimes I ain't make out. Sometimes I ain't make out, right?
And so what you do about giving? So you didn't give them their money back?
I had all the right intentions too, but it just didn't happen like that because I lost all the way around the board, and I'm at ground zero, struggling, and their money lost. They just got caught up in a casualty. I mean, it wasn't from my perspective, it wasn't meant for that to happen like that. Yeah. But it just so wound up happening like that. And then, I was in the streets then, so it just was like one thing led to another.
So what about when you came back up? You ain't never say, let me throw that to them?
When I came back up, they wasn't in the picture no more.
Because probably
because we had those little problems.
Because y'all had the problems and you never giving the money back.
Giving the money back. So I lost that relationship. But I learned So I learned now that, and this was when I was younger, maybe in my teens and shit like that. So I've learned from that to become the person I am today. So now I value relationships over money, right? So if I was ever put in that predicament now to where, I had to go borrow some money from somebody, my initial thought pattern would be to let me get them out the way first.
And then, me personally, I've had an issue with penny pinching, paying back. If our original agreement was, let's say you borrowed $1,000, you was going to give me $5 in this month and $5 in that month. Yeah. I'm calculating my $1,000 in that kind of way. Now, I have an issue when it start coming back in pennies. Here's $20 here, and then 3 months go by. So what happens is
you're not getting your $1,000 back because you never see that whole $1,000. I never see the $1,000
because the way we agreed you would pay it back, you start just giving me crumbs.
But from their standpoint, it feel like they paying it back, and they are.
And it's your responsibility to every time they send those little 20s, put it back in the account that it came from. I guess would be the logical thing to do, so you could one day see that original $1,000 that was there.
To me, I don't really hold them type of people.
Well, I'm not saying
in no regards because I am getting it back.
Yeah.
So those little 20s that I'm spending, that's money that ain't got to come out of the more money that I had put up or set aside or something.
It's annoying for me.
It's annoying. I feel that.
It's a bunch of crumbs, and I didn't give it to you in crumbs. I didn't give you $20. You said, can I have $1,000? Sure. I'm gonna give you 20 today. I'm giving you 20 in 7 months. Now,
but to me, that comes with knowing who you lending money to. Sometimes, a lot of the time, because if they don't get thousands of dollars in bulk at once, then they only method of paying it back is gonna be in increments. You know what I mean?
But what about the people who just start ignoring you? Because those are like the borrow situations that make me real uncomfortable. Like, you're just ignoring me now. Like, you don't text anymore. You acting awkward. You acting like I did something to you, because you don't have the money to pay it back. What you feel about like that?
I get that because they don't have it. And if they do have it, here's the thing.
But communicate.
Yeah, that's
just say, yo, I don't have it.
Communicate, because I value relationships more than money. So all you got to do is reach out to me and have an open line of communication. And we can get this thing squared away, because I can say forget the money because I will value your relationship more than that money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you got to reach out to me and let me know where you stand. If you come to me and you got a problem, I'm looking for a remedy to fix that problem. And 9 times out of 10, money don't fix those problems.
Yeah.
They fix it immediately. But as far as the overall picture, money don't fix, because I know you may need money immediately for this, but that's not going to solve your situation. So what I'll offer, if it's somebody that that I know and they cool or whatever, I say, look, bro, I got a tree job coming up. You can get on board. You know what I mean? And then after we finish, you can get paid, take that money and go pay your rent. They don't want to hear that because that involves putting in some type of work.
Yeah.
They just want what you got or what they think you got right then and there that can help their situation. But it don't go like that. It don't work like that for me because I had to work to get it. So now I'm gonna offer you a position so that you can work to get it just like me. So now you'll never gotta come to me and ask me to borrow.
Yeah.
And that's my that's the logical way that I think. And that's the position that I put people in. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you won't have to come and borrow, and I won't have to worry about you owing me. So if you're in my immediate circle, you can come to me and ask for that money up front.
Because you can owe me.
I can trust you enough to know that I'm gonna get it back.
Yeah.
And I hope I hope the money don't break that relationship, because it can. That's the thing that people in my inner circle might not even acknowledge. Bro, it's possible that you could break this bond that we got over some money. And it depends on, that depends on a lot of factors, and not just the money itself.
So another little pet peeve of mine is you out here balling, throwing, you at the strip club. They could be like, oh, that ain't her money. Listen, until it gets back where it came from, You don't have your own money. I don't care if you worked and you...
Damn.
Yeah. Damn. That's right.
I mean, I feel that though.
Because a percentage of that money is mine. Yeah. And until you actually put it back where it originally came from, you are spending my money. You know, you're spending little percentages here and there while you're balling out.
So why do you think people feel like when they're in those situations, when they like in a club balling out and they know they owe you this certain amount of money, and you know, why do you think they don't feel like that's your money that they spending or they balling out on?
Because once they borrow the money from you and they spend the money on what they initially borrowed it for, that money is gone to them.
Yeah.
They forget that it didn't come out of thin air. It came from my account. I bust my ass for it. So you telling me I worked for you? Because if you never give it back, that's what it equals. I made that money appear from thin air. I had to create and come up with ideas to get that money.
Yeah.
You know? So until you give me my money back, you are spending my money. If I could be 100%, if you pay me something back, I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
I'm really not tripping. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, they doing the best they can do. I can't expect you to be in certain situations or you wouldn't have needed it from the beginning. Yeah. You know, you're struggling in some area, you're doing the best you can do.
But when people do decide to pay it back in increments, it always start off, especially if it's a nice amount of money that they owe from the jump, they always start off with that drive. I'm gonna pay it back. So if, say, for instance, somebody owe you like $2,000, right? Okay. They start off paying you $200. They like, all right, every time I get paid, I'm gonna pay you $200. They start off paying it, boom, 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 and them $200s coming in every week, and then they hit a stage where it drastically starts to decline and slow down. Those payments not coming in as frequent anymore, and then ultimately they don't come in at all.
I think in the beginning they do have the right intention, and I think as time go on, they forget about the money. Like, keep that same energy you had when you called to ask. Yeah. When you called to ask and you was explaining your situation, explaining your story, you were eager. Keep that same eagerness throughout the whole process until it's paid off. And guess what? When it's paid off, you're going to feel great too. Yeah. You're going to feel good. Like, all right, got her out the way, you know. What about the people that act like they don't owe you money? Like they just forgot. They don't ignore you like the other kind that feel guilty, you know, because they just start trying to duck and dodge you, right? But this person is just around you, you know, and just act like it don't exist. Like they don't owe you the money. They never even bring the money back up while they around you. You know, they spending money and this and that. And they just never ever act like they borrowed the money. Because I've had that too.
Yeah, I had that. I mean, I had that a lot.
And what you think is that thought process? If I don't say nothing about it, maybe it won't come up.
It don't exist. Maybe it don't exist. If I don't say nothing, he don't say nothing. Maybe it don't exist. But
maybe he forgot about it. Do people really think that you forgot?
Yeah, some people probably do. You know, and it's just like, you know, out of sight, out of mind type of thing. If he ain't saying nothing about it, then, you know, we passed that stage.
Or he ain't worried about it.
Yeah, he ain't worried about it. He got it. We passed that stage.
I've had someone tell me, you ain't never asked for it back.
Like what?
What?
Come on. Dang. That's one of them dummy moments. You gotta tilt your head to the side like that.
I was like, what? And for those who, you know, borrowed money from me when I didn't really have money.
No, that hurt the most.
Yeah, and that's why I have the 2 rules now. I can't give what I'm a miss. Meaning it could affect me financially in any type of way. I can't give that because I've done that so much. Yeah. You know, when I didn't really have it and I really believed you was going to give it back. And you not giving it back made me late on my rent or something, you know. Or made me have to work some doubles because you didn't give me back what you took from me.
I think a lot of times time distort things. Because people automatically think because time passed, that situation don't exist any longer. You know what I mean? Like, time passed. I owed you money last year. This is a new year. That shit in the past. It's gone.
Yeah.
It don't exist. That's the feeling that people get. Like, it don't exist.
Yeah, I can agree.
Like, bro, nah. I still know you still owe me money.
It still
I don't
exists.
give a fuck if it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You still owe that. I need that.
Listen.
Run that.
I'm going to go ahead and say, everybody who owe me money, please run it back. I would like you to go ahead and get it back. Give it back.
Me personally,
I'm going to want it back. So we can be good again. So we can be great again. Y'all know y'all, the ones ducking and dodging. Don't comment on no posts no more. Give my money back.
That's the thing,
I
though.
want it
that's
back.
The thing.
You acting weird. You acting awkward. You wasn't weird and awkward when you asked for it.
Yeah.
Give me my money back.
Like before you order the money, you can call them. Mm-hmm. Like you said, you comment on all they posts. You like they posts. Hey boy, what's up? Ooh, you interact. But then when you owe somebody some money, it's like, hold up. Let me peek around the corner, make sure he ain't around
they got swipe past your post.
Yeah.
You know because if they say something that might
trigger
that's gonna trigger you. He owe me money.
Like everything stand on the money.
The money, yeah.
Like, come on.
It's not like that.
Like damn, our relationship was great.
Yeah, you can still be normal. Like
you can still be regular to me.
Yeah.
And then but
just tell me something.
That comes with conversing with me.
Yeah, communicating. Like, just say something. Like, yo, that didn't happen how I thought it was going to happen, but I'm going to give you this here.
Yeah.
At this time. You know, just say something.
Let me be able to give you some type of leniency towards the situation by you coming to me, telling me the situation.
But if you leave me blind, now I have to come up with my own assumptions.
Yeah.
Maybe you saying fuck me. Maybe you never planned on giving it back. Maybe, don't leave me to wander. Don't leave my mind to wander. Tell me something. Because when you tell me something, I can hold you to the next thing. Yeah. All right, he ain't originally give it back on this day, or she ain't originally paid me back, but she said something.
Because you got to realize, stuff do come up in life, you know. This might not work out the way you thought it was going to work to be able to pay me back in a timely fashion, but communicate that with me so that I could be on the same page with you and I won't hold that against you.
Yeah,
you know
I remember a particular situation where I loaned someone $750, okay? This was many years ago, and they were supposed to pay it back tax time. And I gave it to them around Christmas time so they can get their kids some things, right? They never gave it back. But their taxes, I later heard, don't know if it's true or not, they didn't get any taxes. So they may have very much had an intention to give the money back, but when their taxes got snatched, they didn't do it, right? That's a very reasonable thing that can happen. Like, oh, well, they don't have $750 now. Because that person didn't communicate, it got so messy. Because I don't know if this ever happened to you, but they actually got upset. Like, they actually started having animosity. Like, I did something to them. Yeah. It was insane. Like, they started acting like we were, like, beefing or, like, weird. Like, it was so, like, what? You mad with me?
Because you owe me money.
Because you owe me money? You upset with me? Like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with this energy. Like, what am I supposed to do? With this? So that was your way of, I ain't giving her shit. Because now you on beef mode, so now you're not giving me nothing.
Yeah, you try to turn the table
around.
Put it on, like, put this beefing thing, push this beefing
Let's push this beefing
narrative. I don't have to say nothing to her, and she don't have to ask me for the money because we clashing now.
Oh, once we clash, there's no communication at all. Yeah. Now you just got the $750 and that's done because I don't fuck with you. Yeah. Period. So.
I remember one situation with one of my homeboys, right? I lent him $500. And then, I was chasing this guy around for like a couple of weeks because I needed that because I ain't have it. And this was around the time that I told you I had borrowed some money from somebody else. So this is one of the reasons that I wasn't able to pay the person back that I borrowed the money from.
Oh, because
I had, out the kindness of my heart, I took some of that money and
loaned it to somebody else.
Him. Yeah. So now I need that though.
Yeah.
But he don't know that.
Okay.
I need this money though, so I'm on your ass about it. You feel me? So I'm calling him, he ain't answering the calls. I'm like, nah, bro, come on. You see my number calling you. Come on, don't do me like that. You know what I mean? So I can't get in contact with him. So I pulled up on him one day, and he's sitting outside on his front. I pull up on him, he looked and see the car, eyes got big as shit, right? When he seen me jump out the car, because he ain't know in a million years that I would pull up on him like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I pull up on him, I'm like, bro, what's up, man? Boo, boo. So he won't give me regular talk, but I'm straightforward.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? You got the 500 for me? He like, oh, man, yo, my son's birthday was last week, you know what I mean? So I had to go ahead and get them out the way, you feel me? Then my baby mother was tripping, you know what I mean? Because I ain't have it for real. So, but I got you, I got you. I'm like, bro, what that got to do with me, though? Mm-hmm. I understand your kid's birthday was last week, but had you not had my money, you wouldn't have had your kid's birthday anyway. Yeah. Had I wouldn't have borrowed you the money, lent you the money. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, you take the money you owe me and give it to your kids? And now I'm supposed to eat the loss? No, that ain't how that works. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, long story short, I don't talk to this guy to this day because he was still unable to pay me back. But that costed us a friendship. Yeah. $500. $500 costed us a friendship because, you know what I mean, you couldn't hold up to your word and repay me my money. Well, and now I can't repay the person that I owe. You know what I mean? And now, you know what I mean?
And then you lost that relationship.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, that was a double whammy. And that's what I said about the girl with the $750. I lost that friendship behind that. Yeah. But then when I really thought about it, I don't want no friends like that.
But me, I'm like, I don't want a friend now that don't have $500. You know what I mean? And that might sound fucked up, but bro, if you all this opportunity that exists in this world, if you can't come up with a way to make $500, you lackful. Your energy is not on the level that I need for you to be, you know, in my reality. Yeah. I get why a lot of the times, like I said, I like to understand people and I like to put myself in their shoes and figure out their thought process behind, you know, why they do what they do. Yeah. Especially when it comes down to when somebody owes you some money. Mm-hmm. I've been at the stage where I felt like if I had $500 right here in my hand, and I owe somebody $200, if I give them that $200, I feel like I got less than I already have. Even though I owe them $200, I got $500 right here in my hand. Mm-hmm. And if I take $200 of that, damn, I only got $300 left. That ain't shit. I'm broke now. That's just the feeling I had, and that's the mentality that people have when they owe. Instead of saying, you know what? I don't have $500 right here because $2 of this ain't mine. I'm good with the $3. Let me get them their $2 back. People don't want to have less than, because it feels like automatically like they have less than if they give you back what you owe because they got the money right here. That's why I think it's hard for people to invest, because investment means to take from all of the money you already have right here and take a chance on taking a percentage of that money and putting it in a pot to make that grow and then reap the benefits from that later on. But that requires you having to wait. And a lot of times people don't want to wait because they have a little bit right here in their hands right now. You know what I mean? So now it's like, I don't want to take from this what I already have and put it in a pool to invest it and wait for that to reap more rewards. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm going to take what I got here and then spin it and I don't have nothing. But that feels good in the moment because you got it right here. And you can go ball out and do what you want to do right then and there. Mm-hmm. Not thinking about tomorrow when you ain't going to have nothing. Yeah. That's tough though, because that is a thought process that we all had once upon a time, because we don't get taught finances in school. Mm-hmm. So we don't know what to do with finances when we run into a large sum of money, but to spend it. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's hard for us to even fathom the thought of having to manage money.
And a lot of us don't pay ourselves.
Yeah.
If you pay yourself, sometimes you won't need to borrow, you know, because you get paid and you go pay all these bills and pay this and pay that person and this and that, and you don't pay yourself first. So give yourself a percentage of what you don't want waking up. You don't want waking up every single morning to go on that job, to do that work, to do this, to do that. So you tell yourself right then and there, every time I get paid, I get 15% off the muscle.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I would say 25%.
But I'm just giving the bare minimum. I'm giving the bare minimum because some people make enough to pay everything and only be left with such and such, and that be gas money or this or that or this or that.
Yeah.
When I was working, I gave myself 40%. That sounds like a lot, but in that 40% was my extracurricular activity too. That means going out and this and that. So automatically, when my money hit my account, 20% went into a bank account and I forgot about it. And then the other 20% I used for spending money for the next 2 weeks. Yeah. Now the 60%, y'all can fight over it. When I say y'all, I'm talking about the bills. Yeah. Who gonna get paid first? Can you wait till next pay? What's your due date? Let the bills fight over that 60%. Yeah, but I'm not working just for y'all. Are you crazy? Why would I do that?
And that's the logic behind paying yourself first. Taking a percentage of your check for yourself because you're the one working those hard hours. Why are you gonna let everyone else reap the benefits off of your hard labor? Put a percentage up for yourself, pay yourself first, so that you won't never have to borrow money from nobody else. And that's the easy way to look at this. You know what I mean? You won't be in a predicament to have to owe me money.
Yeah.
Keep borrowing money.
Because you can borrow it from yourself.
Yeah, you can borrow it from yourself. And
you can borrow it from yourself.
Who's more important than you?
I don't know.
Nobody.
I can't
in
find
your
a person.
world, you are the most important person or being in your world.
Yeah, not the manager at
So
PG&E.
how can't you fathom the thought of paying yourself first?
Yeah.
You mean more than anybody in your world, in your reality. Yeah. It's all about you.
And don't get caught up on the percentages because maybe where you are at your job, maybe where you are with your liabilities, maybe you're not able to do 25%. Start off with 10. Start off with 15.
Something.
Start off with something that you're paying yourself. And stick to that number. No matter what bill is due or what's going on. Stick to that number. We know that sound. Woo. Y'all, we only got one more episode for this season. Can y'all believe it? That fast season 2 is almost wrapped up. One more episode. We're going to miss you so much, but we're going to be right back.
We're revamping this thing. We're going to come back stronger than ever.
We're going to come back stronger than ever. We're going to come back. We're going to have guests on here and everything. So it's going to be so amazing. Quote of the day. One of the greatest disservices that you can do to a man is loan him money that he can't pay back. I think it is a disservice.
I agree with that 100%.
It's a disservice, you know.
And like I said, because you hindering that man. Mm-hmm. You're not allowing him to figure out, you know, a solution to his own problem. You just swooping in saying, here go a quick fix. But that quick fix gets erased almost immediately all the time because next week that problem still resurfaces. And
life is about learning lessons. Yeah. And so if you keep finding yourself in debt, it's time for you to evolve as a human being. Like, I can't keep coming to save you. It's time for you to evolve. You have to figure out, what am I doing so wrong with my money that every pay I need to borrow money? I just got paid.
Maybe you need to cut back on some of those expenses that don't make sense.
Like, people still have cable. What are you doing?
Like,
what are you doing? That's $180 a month. Like, that's not the cable time. Like, what's happening?
Go get you a Wi-Fi box,
go get you
smart
a Wi-Fi.
TV, and you get all this.
Come on, bring it down a notch.
Yeah.
If you watched the episode this long, please hit like, please share, please subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it helps us a lot.
That helps with the YouTube algorithm, and it tells YouTube that, you know, it's some engaging content in here, some useful content in this episode that other people can, you know, benefit off of. And then they'll push us in the algorithm and they get the video shared to a lot more people. So that simple thing of liking and sharing, it goes a long way with helping us in this podcast.
Leave a comment down below. Does someone owe you money? What's your perception? How do you feel about the payback? Please remember, you can pretend to be anybody, or you can really just be you. So be you, and we are now us.